today is our sixth lab. I hope you can see. First of all, you have to create a document, and you know how to create a document. Please create it. Okay. And let's try to do the practicing. I already shared the document in your chat box. We will do the some practice from there. Okay, so you can see there is a some again cycle, while cycle, for cycle, right? So last week also we tried to learn how to use the cycle, for cycle, and while cycle, until cycle. Just other language we call the loops. It was there. So today, let's try to do a little bit more practicing there. So first of all, example, if you have any file, how to create a file? There are a lot of ways. Example, student marks .sh dot text. Let's try go with the text. So suppose if you have the any file, okay, and example, you can give the student name here, and then after you can give example tab marks, and here you can see grade or example city, grade or city, whatever. Let's see city. Okay, so example student name is John. You wanted to give the marks example 10, and city example in, you can give any name example. Okay, so 20, and suppose US. Okay, and something like that you can try. So suppose if you have such a file, then you have to work with the file. Okay, so please try to create it. So you see here, I created the file, this one. Okay, so you can create file, you can put your own samples, whatever you think best. Okay. So what we can do here, example here, we want to do some operations on such a file. There can be a lot of operations. Okay, so example, you want to add this marks here. You want to take the average. You wanted to find the maximum marks. You wanted to find the minimum marks, something like that. Okay, so think about how we can do that. So for that, you can create a short script. It's okay. So can you able to create a script? Yes, we can create it. We need to do how to understand how to read the file. So last week I given you the very nice idea how to read the file. Do you remember $1? $1 was the first parameter. We did it, right? But today we try to do some different way directly how we can read the file. That is most important here. So let's see, we have to create a script example. Vim example, you wanted to create example operation. You want to suppose add these marks, sum.sh. Okay, and here always what we do here, we try to give the which line, bin bash, and I think this is the popular line, you know. And then after what you wanted to do, you can write your operation name, example add marks of students. Okay, add the marks of students, but these marks are stored into file. Okay, in that case, try to see, we have to understand how we can do that. So think about how to do that, because in this example we had only 2 students, but in the real life there can be 10 students, 100 students. So we cannot go one. So we need to start the cycle here. So very first of all, what you think, you have to create your own variable. So suppose you want to do sum, you can write here sum. You can decide first. That means in the beginning you decided your variable is the 0. Okay, but you want to update this one. Okay, so how we should do that? So we have to be start the cycle here, while cycle. So we have to start the while cycle, and here there is even more command. If you remember previously, we have given the condition here, example sum less than. Okay, but this time we can directly use even more command, read. right? While read. Okay, and you know what was the while and what is the read? Do you remember? Read basically help us to take the value from the variable and store into there, right? So read from the keyboard. So I can also use a that one. And then after here, you can give your variable name. Okay. So here example, you can give what was the column there? Suppose name, something like that. So think here, you can give the name, marks, and what was there? Example, city. So you can give any name, whatever you think. Okay, because it was input file. That's why I want. You can also give here example. This is your choice here. A, B, C. This is not a problem. Okay, so name, marks, city. This is a human closure variables which everybody can understand. And then after we can do the start the cycle here. So how we can start the cycle or loop? Do and done, in between do and done. Okay, so here before that I wanted to go back because I wanted to go back to there and I want to show you how we can understand. Okay, so first of all, think about where are these marks? In which column we have this marks? Column number second, or other words, the field number second. So which command will help me? There are a lot of things. First of all, I wanted to use only this one. Cut F1. Do you remember? We use the same one. We can use it. Okay, and here then after what we can do here, example, what was the column here? 2, and see marks will come over there. And then after you can think about how to take out some numbers. There are a lot of ways. Okay, so first of all, example here you can write a head 1. So what should I write here? I think tail 2. Numbers are there and I can add it. Okay, this is the options. So I try to use some more professional way. Example, I can use also the grep command. Okay, grep, what was the grep? Grep basically search the pattern. I want to search from this input these numbers. Basically, I should say this is a numeric numbers. So what should I use here? I wanted to use the example here. This, this is the regular expression cap. So that means start with the number. So number can be 0 to 9, right? So we have such a number, right? And you can put in the set, like a set here. And you see here, the numbers will come in front of you. Okay, so this you can easily use here in your script, this idea. And if you want to extend it more, there are more options you can try. More professionally, you can give this option. If sometime not works, so you can also try this one. But here it is also working, so there is not a problem for us. Okay, so can I use such a idea into my script? Yes, I can use the same idea into the script. Okay, so now I wanted to go to the script. What was the script name? Sum here. Okay, and here I wanted to put this. Okay, so I put this command over here. And here I should give the one condition. Example, if I can write here, if how I can print the variable value. Very good, echo. Okay, if you want to print the file, you should use the cat. We use the same type of a task last week. So what should I write here? Which column we have the numbers? Think about. Very good. But which variable will pick? Marks. So that means echo $marks will print the numbers. Okay, and then I can send to the pipe, which I show you in the command prompt. Can you see right now? So this is the general idea. We can try with this, but remember, be careful about here example here space. Now it is looks okay, and you can put here more professional way example. This invited comma here. Okay, and if you wanted to make a extendable, this is a grep E, more professional extendable version. Okay, so here you set your condition. Then how to start the if block? No, no, start the block. How to start the block? Like a how to start the while cycle with do. But now I want to start the if. Which keyword I should put here? No. Then is important. Then just like our bracket here, but here bash we use the then. Okay. Then after what we can do here, we have to be add our numbers. So we have to be add the numbers. So what was the variable in the beginning? Sum. And then after what should I write here? Sum plus what was the variable here? Marks. So I given you the expression command, right? You can use it, but spaces, but more professional, you can try this method. Second method also given you, I think, several times. You can put here like this. Okay. So here you can see you are able to mark. Now you can close your if. How to close the if? Opposite character. That is the if. So you see your if is closed. And then after here, now something new I wanted to use here. So whole script will take the value from where? Because in the beginning, I put it here. The marks are stored where? Into the file here. And take file as first parameter. So just to see, this is your choice how to do that. But right now in this whole script, I didn't take the file as a parameter. It is true. So there are a couple of ways you can try. So very fast way I can give you. You can try example here. This operator, you know what is this operator? This is called the input redirection. Do you remember sometime we use such operator? Okay, example, if you write here echo hello and it goes to the test dot text. And what was that? We did it in the several times. That means hello world is sending to where? So basically not sending, this is the redirect. So that's why this time I want to take the value from where? The file, right? So what should I write here? First parameter. What is the first parameter? $1. Okay. So you can do that. So this is the idea, and you can see, and I hope we are done. And then after you can print your result here. How to print the result? You can print the result in such a way. Okay. And here you will see what was the file. This was the your script. And what was the input file? Marks here. And you can see result will be there. So can you see the script here? And try to do if it is good for you or not. And check out, guys, this is the important. We used to read the file with the while cycle. So who is helping me here? Only read command is helping me here. Okay. So I start my cycle. That means I'm going to read the variable line by line. Okay. So here you will see the first variable name. You can give X, Y, Z, which you think. This is not a important, right? And this is a second variable and third variable and fourth and so on, depending upon your task. So here, can you see how we use this grep command after the if? Previously, what we did, we just compare some numbers, but you can also give the whole command here, just like a condition. Okay. And then after what we did, we add some numbers. And what was that? That was the input file. And you can declare your variable upside here as well. Example, file equal $1, and you can change variable here. This is your choice. And in the last, it is done. So now let's try to change this script again a little bit. Okay, let's go back. So what will happen? What is the input file? Marks. So, in homework, in examination, always we give the file. So right now, what is this? This is the, by default, what I put tab and try to see space. That is called the space here. Please look here. So sometime your file has such an input. Okay. And then after, try to use it. The same script, how to use the script here. It is also good. Can you see right now? I want to show you the input file. What was the file name? This one. And what was the script name? This one here. Okay, that means what happens here? The read command will read the line by line here. It is not a problem here. Example, if my file has the space separated or maybe tab separated, that means it works. Check please. If your file has a spaces, it is working. I hope it is good. Okay, but when the problem comes, when your file has some other separator, special character, so you can put special character, example marks. Sometime maybe we can ask you such a comma. Okay, so what does it mean? My file has the comma separated file. Every line should be like this. Think. So right now I have a 3 values. Maybe in the real life you have 100 values. In that case, how to deal with it? So let's try to do it. So what was the file input file? This one. And how to start it? Bash. Script name, this one. And marks here. Some 0. That means my script is not good right now. It is not able to read the variable. Read the file value into the variable. So we have to put something new in the script. So then I can remove the actually separator. Separator mean to say this comma. So this is only one I put. In the real life, you can have a colon, you have a semicolon, you have whatever. Think about dot. Okay. So in that case, how to solve such a script? Let's go back to the script here. What was the script name? Sum here. So what should I put here? Obviously, before the variable, I should put. What should I put here? A special parameter IFS, that is called the field separator, internal field separator you can find. And then after you can set the value of this parameter here. So our input file, what was there? Okay, do you remember cut command, what we used previously? Example, cut -F1 and D. Do you remember D? Same thing here, IFS works, but I will not use here D. Okay, now I hope it should work here. Let's try to see. Now I'm able to remove the comma from the file and I can get the result. So I'm going to open the file script again. So please guys, let me know, are you understand how to read the file and how to remove the commas or how to use the separator and how to use the special regular expression here with the grep here. Okay, so please let me know, is it working for you or not? It's okay. So sometimes you can also try to think about example you can do one more operation. Example here. Let's try to see what was the input file marks, right? So what we did here, we just try to add some numbers. You can also do average. You can also find a maximum number or minimum number. How to find a maximum number? You can see 20 is a maximum number and 10 is a lower number. Okay, so that means who is the best student here? I mean to say the top student here. Who is the bottom student here? Something like that. So how to do that? So we can use again the script here. Same scripts here. Here, this is the file, and what was the script name? Sum, right? So very quickly you can create a how to say another script. Do you remember the cp command? Cp, and what was the script name? Sum, right? And give the example top.sh. Okay, so I create a new script, but it is just like a copied here. Okay, so that is also important. Think, open the script, the same file is there, and now you can change the script here. Find student has highest marks, something like that. Okay, and you can take the file as the parameter, or you want to take the file as the variable. So this is your choice how to do that. So how we can do that? First of all, you can think about here like a sum here. Right now we don't want to add. So I want to change here, example, maximum or minimum something. You can give any variable name. So here I want to take example, maximum number, suppose 0. And then after I can write here the new variable, example, the best guy or the topper guy. So here you can put here. So you can set your variable like this. That means top is a variable which has the blank value right now. This is nothing right now. And maximum is the 0 here. Okay, so everything is okay. We are able to read the file. Why? Because file has the which input comma separated. So that's it is good. And do is also okay here. I can use the do same way here. And here echo marks, it looks also good here. Okay, and then it is also okay. We can do it. But from here, I should put something here because I don't want to use the add number. So I need to be remove this line. This is no more required. So here, what should I do here? I have to start one more condition here. I can start here. So here you can use one more if you want, just like a nested if. So here, you know what was the command with if? What we use? Test. You remember test command? We can use a test command here. So here, what we can use if test, the value of, you know, what should I write here? The marks under which column? Second column, but which variable in the script? Marks. Very good. If test, the value of the marks, that means second column here. So what should I write here? Now what should I write here? Greater than. Let's try to use a condition here. So example GT, you know, we have such a operator GT, GE, think about. So if the marks is greater than, what I assume, max is 0. So I can write here max 0. Okay, so that is max actually. If the marks is greater than 0 practically here. So what can I write here? Start one more, then here, then you can give your decision. What is your decision here? Then what we can do here? You can print your result, but I don't want to print the result here. So here, what should I write here? You have to change your variable value. So you can declare your max value variable will be, please remember here, in bash, we don't use this example. In PowerShell, it occurs. When I will use the PowerShell later on, it works. You will see later on. But right now in bash, we don't use such except. Okay. So here, what should I write here? What will be the maximum value should be the marks? That means 20. Think about 20 here. It will becomes the 20, right? And then after, what will be the top guy? Top guy will be very good name. And what is the name? Which variable? No, very good. First one. First one. Very good. That means we can decide the number, maximum number is this, and this is the topper student in the file. So now I think we are almost done here. If you want to give the result, you can put, but I think doesn't make sense. No need to put it here. Okay, now how many if I use here, 2. So I also need to be put one, close it. How we can close it? With opposite. Now you can see here, my file is also okay. Now you can give your decision outside it. So it is okay. Now here, you don't want to give the sum here. You want to give your result here. So here, what you can write here, highest marks. You can give anything, example, highest marks. Which variable will be? What should I write here? Please help me. Highest marks in which variable? Max. Very good. Max. So this is good. And you can write here, who is the guy? And we don't know. Think about the variable. Has. Please give me the variable name. Top. Okay. So the problem is almost solved here. I think we are going well, and save it. So what is the script name? This one. What is the, you see here, it will also give me the result here, 1020. Okay. What was this? This is actually grep command output. If you want to remove it, how to remove it? Let's we will see. First, you will see highest marks 20, and who is the guy? Rock. Similarly, you can go with the lower value, but I want to remove such a line. What is this line? 1020. I want to show this result here. So here, I will use important switch here, E, and E, I will use a important Q. Q mean to say silent. You will don't print your results here. Okay. Now you will see I removed this unnecessary line, which is not required. So what was Q is the white, like a silent. And in a grep, I've given you in the beginning many options. C, V, Q right now. Okay, and it was a regular expression. We use a many depending upon the task. So you can use whatever you think, which is best for you. So guys, I hope you can do such a practicing. Now I'm going to print the script. What was the script here? So guys, check here. So okay, now let's try to do some other task. You can see your document. In your document, you have a first task. Let's try to see here. Factorial of the number. You remember in mathematics, we do that. So how we can do that? Can you do that right now? Factorial of the number. So Vim, what was the script name? You can give any name, example, fact.sh. So same way you can create any script here. The very first line, what was the first line? Interpreter. You can give it. But every time I think it is not important right now. So I put the task here, something like that. Can you see your document? You can solve the task. So we can also give some task like that. Okay, some mathematical script, factorial, prime number, and palindrome number, something like that. Very interesting things we use that. So now we can use the factorial of a number. So I given you the many cycle, right? So which cycle you want, you can use it. But in this example, it is written, try to use the 4 cycle. So how we can use the 4 cycle? First of all, you have to decide the variable. Let's see, because we cannot use the example factorial of 0. So we can set the value 1 here. Okay, so you can decide your variable. Now, what we start? We start the cycle. Which cycle? While, until, for. 3 cycle you have. But in this example, I want to use example 4, which is very simple and easy. Last week we used, right? So how we can use it? 4. And then after, what we give? The variable name. You can give any name, I, B, C, but better to example, this is good idea. Where mean to say variable. Okay, you can give I, M, N, which you feel comfortable. Okay, and then after, which command or keyword? In. You are looking this variable here, you can pass the, sorry, what was the backtick? This one. This is actually command area. And remember, last week I used important command to print the sequence. What command I have give here for printing the sequence? Sequence command. Simple. SEQ. Okay, so start with 1 and goes up to n. So right now, what is my n? Think about, if it is a first parameter, what should I write here? $1. Okay, now do and done. In between do and done, this is actually block. And here you can print your variable value, example fact. You want to update the variable. Okay, so what you wanted to use in this example, it is said use what command? Expression command. Expression command, use it. And what is the rule of the expression command? Spaces. So how to use that here? Value of a fact. Okay, every time you want to make the multiply, and then after multiply space, you want to multiply with the variable where. And remember, this is the good syntax, right? But in the expression command, what was the rule? To multiply. Because expression command, we cannot use this special character. Please recall your mind what we use in expression command. If you want to multiply, there was a, if you want to use any special character in expression command, we use such a slash. Okay, that means it is a multiply right now. It was the basically limit of the expression command. So the task is solved. And then after your, and here you can write here factorial of which number here? Number will be on which parameter? $1. Okay, you can write such a way. Okay, and what is your final variable? Fact. Think about, I hope the task is almost solved here. And then after, how to execute? You can give the permission. Now you can give number and you will see the result. The factorial of the number will come in front of you here, such a way. And you can try and it works. So I'm going to show you the script once again here and try to see how it works. So practically the value start from 1. I start my variable looking into the sequence command 1, 2, n. So first of all, 1, 2, 3, 4. Think about it will multiply and it will give me the result here. Please try to see. Are you able to print the factorial of the number using the which cycle? 4 cycle. And you can try later on other cycle when you have a time. Try to use while, try to use other, and think. Here, girls, good for you here. And boys, right side. Any error or problem, I think? Okay, and let's try to do what happens example next here. So suppose what was the script? This one, right? And if I use a script like this, if I give a 5, it works, right? Okay. And if user give example -5, not a hyphen actually, this is the -5. It is 1. Think about. So we have to tell the user, don't give this minus number. We need the positive number. We solved such a task last week. You remember? I told you you can use example. If you give a 5, you just need to give the number. We did it last time. Don't worry, we did it. But I wanted to tell how to do this new problem here. Example -2. It is not good. User need to give the which value? Positive number. Okay. So what is the solution? Solution is very simple. Go to the script here. Obviously, you have to start a decision here. What is the decision? How we take a decision? Which block I should start? If test. And then after, what should I write here? $1. What is $1? First parameter. If the first parameter is, what should I give the condition as a human being? If the value is less than 0, what should I write here? LT 0. Then positive number. And then after, if you remember, I told you you can use the exit. Don't forget to use the exit. Okay. And then after, it is almost done. You can see here, this is our script. Now you want to see fact and -2. And my block is match and I can see my result. Okay, so this is called the user handling script. And last week I told you if we give the string, you can do grep command or something. So such a thing you can do very easily. And if you don't want to use expression command, what is the solution? So suppose you don't want to use such a command. What was another way? If you don't want to use expression command, we can use a fact, and here it is very good. What was the syntax? This was the syntax. But here you can also remove this dollar because you can use in the beginning this dollar. It makes sense as well. Okay, please try. So I want to show you here. It is also good. So check, please. Now think about if you have a file. If you have a file and we have some number, and I will ask you, try to calculate the factorial of each number. It is possible? Yes, we can do that. How we can do that? So let's try to do it here. So first of all, let's see example vim num.text. And you have to put some numbers here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and so on. Think about. So right now I have such a number. Okay. Now you have to create a program which can give the factorial of each number one by one. Each value need to read and result on the screen or maybe into the file. So how we can do that here? So first of all, what you can do, very good idea to copy the script. Okay, so here fact underscore file, something like that you can give. Now what I'm going to do, I'm doing nothing. I just copy the script. So what is my new script? Fact file. Okay, now here, so you can, so just I wanted to just change here this line, because it is no, you can use such a way I can put here. And given by parameter, which calculate the factorial of n numbers. and number stored into file, something like that. Okay, so I need to remove it. Okay, I think it is the task. So how we can do that? First of all, we used that previously. What we used, do you remember? While cycle, while, read, and such a way. But here, what I wanted to use here, I wanted to give you one more. Right now, let's try to remove, because parameter we don't use, right? So let's try to see. We try to put it here. So first of all, what I wanted to do, I want to take the file from the user, but not the parameter right now, from the variable. So for variable, which command help me? This time, forget the parameter. This time, remember the variable. If you want to ask the user, please give your file from keyboard and store into the variable. What should I write here? Which command? Very good. Read. Super. The task is almost solved. Think. So read P. Enter file. And here, what you can write here? Your variable. You can give any name. File. Okay. But remember, don't make a mistake. Put this dollar. It's bad. It is not a syntax. This is good syntax. Okay. Now your file is ready. Your file will be ready and it is done. And now what you have to do, you have to be, we have to be start. Example here, fact need to be, let's try to be put this fact in comments here. And then after, how we can read the file, that is important. Which command will help me to read the file? Read mean to read is okay, no problem. Read the file, read, but you want to display the file content. Cat. So how I can use here? So that means here I can use my variable here. So example here, I can write here example number. So do you know why I'm giving this number? Because I'm thinking my file has a number. Okay, that's why. So what I can write here? For number into which file? Which command to display the file? Cat. Very good. And you know, $1 is no more required. So file is in which variable? File. So what happens here? That means I start my cycle. That number variable will read line by line from which command? Cat command. You know, this time I change the scenario. I don't use while. Previously, I use the while. So this is your choice how to do that. So this is also option. Okay. So now I can read my file and here you can say do. So whatever you wanted to do here. And here I know fact 0 is not good. So fact variable should be start with 1 here. It makes sense. Okay. And here, now what will happen every time, because I want to calculate the factorial. So example, think about 5. And you know, 5 factorial mean to say multiply 4, multiply by 3, multiply by 2, multiply by something like that, right? That means this task is repeating again. So I need to start one more cycle. Okay, so that makes sense. So you can start again while, until, or whatever. So because right now we are using the 4, let's go with the 4 here. So I'm starting one more. Okay, now I can write here the same variable, right? So you can give any name I told you. So what I should write here? Same thing. Variable in which command? Sequence. Not cat. Cat because it was because first of all we set we are reading the file line by line, and then we go there and we put the same way which we did last. Sequence 1 up to what parameter here? No, because the script is not for the parameter. Think about. What should I write here? That is important. Because in file, I have some numbers. All the number will be read by which variable? Num. Very good. That is the answer. Good answer. Right now, my number will store all the numbers mathematically in this variable. So now I think it is okay. Obviously, start the do. And after do, what we have to do here? Obviously, the same way example, you want to use expression or you want to use the without expression. It is okay. So fact is where it is done. And then here, one more, if you want to be use it, and after that, the result will be here in the last. You need to close your cycle. Which cycle? For cycle. How to close it? Because you know how to close. Done. So you see here, the short script is almost ready, and let's try to see. And one more, we also making a mistake a little bit. It's not a mistake. So $1 is not more required. Otherwise, the problem here. So what should I write here? What should I write here? Which variable name? Num. Okay. And how to save this one? Now let's try to see. I hope it should work. What is this file name? Fact file. This is a script, right? And what was the input file? Number here. Okay. Bash. What was the script? Fact file. And right now, this is not a parameter, right? So I don't need to give the parameter $1. So what should I write here? Do enter. Your script started running and you can give num.text. And the result will be in front of you. So boys, let me know, is good for you here? It is working. Try to see how we start the cycle. So this is your choice. What you need actually. You can use more to while cycle. You can use to until, while and for together. Think, do it later on. So here, girls, good for you. It's working. Okay, so let's try to do a little bit here. What will happen? Example, if user give the file, what was the file? num.text. It is working. But what will happen if user give the bad file? Bad file example, num2.text. What is the answer? No such file or directory. That is also important. Basically, this is the not an error. Your script is good, but you have to make a user friendly script. That means you have to tell the user something, your message. But how to solve such a problem? Very good. If is very important. Obviously need to give the decision, but who will help me? So very important. It is also in your document. You can check the idea how to check the file. So practically how to check the file existence in the computer. Okay. So what was the idea here? So here, where I can change it here. So let's see. First of all, I think I need to read it. So here I need to put idea. Yes, you are right. We have to give the decision. So what should I use here? If again, if test. You remember the test? But remember, we have the test. We can use -f option. -f for the file, -d for the directory, right? You can see more options, but f is okay right now. F for the file. So you want to check file is there or not. So now what should I write here? Next, which variable I should give? Here, So think about user will give the file and file will store in which variable? Very good, file. It is very simple. Go line by line, because think about first this line will be interpret. So user will give any value, maybe num2, num1 thing. Okay. Now next line, your decision. But here you cannot give directly file here. Value of the file, value of the variable. So what is the value of the variable? Very good. It is true. Okay. We are near to the or idea. Okay. Now then is your friend again. And what message you want to pass? This is your choice. What you wanted to do here? This file, found or not found. So think about, you can write here found or exist. You can give any message here. Okay. And then after you can give the example exit and outside. But right now, if file is there, you can start your idea. Okay. So your script should work from here. And here in the last, you need to give the result here. I think here we can put it here. Okay. The result will be printed. This is your core logic of your script. Start from here. Okay. And here, what should I write here? If file is found, it works. If file is not found, what should I write here? And you remember, if else, what is the second part is? Else part. You can try here. Okay. And what happens here? What should I write here? Else, give your message. File not found or no such a file. Whatever you think, you can try here. Okay. And don't forget to close the block. What was the block name? If. What should I how to close it? Bye. And think here, it is giving you the error here. That means here we need to be put. Let's go back here. Yes, it is good now, because we need to close it. Can you see this cycle is closed here? Then after I can give decision. Okay, you can remove this line. This is not important. You can also remove it, but it not works if your file is bad. So I hope it is good. Now let's try to see. If I give the right file example num.txt, I can see the result. If I give the abc.txt and see, this file is not in my computer. So try to see, guys, it is working for you. I want to print the file here, and I hope you can understand how the flow of the script works here. Now suppose your file has such input. Okay, but I can give you any file such a way, example 2, 3, 4, and this one. Your number can be like this. So how to solve such a problem here? So first of all, I want to show you what is the script file name. This is, suppose you have such a number. You have to find the factorial again and do that. So in the while, what I given you, which operator? Parameter, not sorry, operator, parameter, IFS. But for we have no such IFS. We need to understand how to solve such a idea. So very, very nice command. We should use it here. Example cat num, it give the result. You can use here the pipe. I want to show the pipe. So do you remember? I think last week I used that important command, tier command. What is the tier command? Translation, lower to upper and upper to lower, right? So what should I use here? In my input file, what I have? This comma, right? I want to change this comma with the space. So, this is not a problem. You can also put a bracket here. It's not a hard and fast rule. And do see here. Your space is ready. Okay. You understand? So I change my input file. It's okay now. Now, if you want to put the next line /n, your file will be the same, which it was in the beginning. You remember? Line by line. So guys, this is your choice. So can I use such a idea? Where? Into the script. So what was the script name? But remember, when you have to give the command, you know very well. After this, okay. So what was the script name? Fact file. So where is the? I should put this idea here. Yes, next to this. That's all. But remove that one because this is not for the specific file. Look here. What do you think? Is good? Everything is same. I don't change anything, and it is done. Let's see. So how to use fact file? Okay, and do enter. It start. It also good. It will not give you the error definitely. If you don't use tr command, it give you the problem. So please try to see. You can use important. That's why we teach you the important filter or command tr, grep, cat, everything. So you can use the cycle or decision, whatever you think best for you. So dear students, let me know. So you can make such a basic script with cycles or decision very easily here. And you can check the file very easily. So let me know, is it working for your terminals? Any problem till now? If you are following the same structure, I hope there should not be any issue. So I hope you can do such a practicing very easily. Now, can you see the next task, like a task number B? I try to do one more task, very interesting task. So Vim file, I can give the file reading, file read.sh and do enter. So what is the task? Task here in the task number B in your document. This one, right? Can you try, please? So try to read this task. You need to make a program or a script which can read any word till you get the word and word has to be written into the file in alphabetically order. You can use the temporary file if you want, and read, while, and append operation, you can use it. So how we can solve such a task? So first of all, you need to take a value word from the user. And how you can take a value from the user? Which command I should pass here? Read. You can use a echo as well. This is your choice. So here, what you can write here? You can write here, enter any word. You can enter any word till you can see the result till match with the and here. Okay, so you can put here such a brackets for the user help. Okay, that means user need to give the and, so then we can match it, right? And then after you can read the word from the variable. So you can give the example, any variable, let's see word. So user give the value and the value will be stored into the word variable. Okay, now you can start your cycle. And how many cycle I have given you? 3 cycle. Okay, but in this example, what is written? While. Try to use the while. Okay, and after while, test. And here you want to check the user variable value. So what should I write here? Dollar word. Very good. Dollar word. Always remember value of the variable. That is called the value of the variable. Dollar word. Now you can give your operator here. Now the question is, we are comparing the words like a string, not a number. Okay. So what operator we use? Last week we used that, like equal, right? So now I need to give the negative, not equal. Okay. So here you can try. That means not equal here. Okay, it works here, right? Not equal. Which word? Like and word. Think about. Basically, I try to make a pattern match like a grep command. So it works. Now do and done. In between do and done, what you wanted to do here? You want to print that word. What is the variable name here? Dollar word. Okay. So dollar word. And this word need to be sent into the file, temporary file. So you can create any file. Now, which operator I'm going to use? This operator. You know what was that operator? Output redirection, nothing else, right? So now you can give example, temporary file, temp. Now I can give database.txt. Think about. You can give any file, temp.txt, whatever. So what will happen? The value the user will give will be sent to the file. Which file? Database. So here, what should I write here? I pass a one more command because user obviously user give the one value and need to be give the one more command for read the variable. So read the variable, a read command will help me. Okay. So read, what is the variable name? Word. I hope it should work this time. Let's see, because we are not reading this value. Okay. Example. Hi, dear sir. Now it is good. Now, as I given the end word, it is match and it is out. You know why I'm reading it? So, hi, dear sir, these words are reading by which variable? I want to show you the again. File is here. What was the file name? This one. Can you see this command? So what happens? So first of all, I give the any word. It is not equal to end because example here, hi, it is not equal, right? Then I go to here. I send this value into which file? Database. And then after read the next word, example dear. So that means the cycle goes that. And when in the last, if you notice, when I given the end, so it will out here. So this line will be printed here. That's all. So I'm out from that. Okay. But now what will be the result, guys, in the database file? In the database file will be created. What will be the result in the database file? What is the value should be? Last value. Remember which value? Last value, sir, if you remember. Now let's try to compile interpret the script again. I want to show you once more here. Okay. Example 10, 20, and end. For me, it is a number, not important. This thing, think about and out. Now, what is the database value? 20. Okay, that is, it is a overwrite, but I don't want to overwrite. I want to add every time the new value. So what should I write here? What should I write here? Which operator? Can you see your task here? There is a new operator. Append operator. This one. Okay. So what happens? Your backend file will be created automatically. Now it will be appended. So now I want to remove it. Example here. Can you see it is removed? So I want to be check again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And in the last, which word? And. So you can see your cycle will help us to create a backup file. So you understand what happens in the script here. I can show you the script again here. Think about. So you can create a new file using a cycle and it will works for you. So please check here what happens. Is this working for you? It's okay. But again, the problem, little bit problem, which I wanted to discuss with you again. And let's try to see what was the database file, this one. Now, what happens if I call the script again? What happens? Again, I use the script. And what is the result here? Okay. That means try to sort the variable, mean to say the values, example, alphabetically order. In that case, which command need to pass and how to do that? Sort command. Very good. Sort command is important. But here I want to check the file is there or not. So what should I write here? How to check the file? If test. Which option? You remember F? Okay. What is the file name? Database.txt. If test F, the file which you created, is there in the computer, then what should be there? Which command I can pass? Sort command. Sort which file? Database text. It will be sorted. Okay. And then after that, you want to give the one more example, rm command. You know why I give the rm command? Because after the appending or sorting, the last data should be removed. Okay. Example, database.txt. So I can remove it. And then after, close it. And WQ save it. Okay. I want to show the script is there, right? So what was the file? Database. We removed it. Okay. I want to show the one more script here. Okay. ls command -1. We have no database file, right? So if you want to execute it, what was the this one? Enter the word. Hello, dear sir. How are you? In the last end. And you will see the result will be here alphabetically sorted. Okay. So why? Because of the sort command only. And after then I remove the file. Okay. Now why I use the rm command? Remove the file. If I give ls command, what will be the output? There is no database file. It is okay. That means that is called the temporary file. So now we are decided finally this is your temporary file. It makes store the data and do operation and see the result. Okay, that is a database file just like the temporary file. So I want to show you again here what is the script name here. So please try to understand it is working for your terminal the same. This is like you created your temporary file, nothing else. So this script is creating the temporary file until you don't match with any word like and or whatever. Think about. So let me know is working for you. Okay, so now let's try to do one more important task, which is okay. Let's see. So always I have given you the server level script. You remember last week we did it. So I wanted to use one more, but I want to use some important filter again here. Okay, which is important. So let's see example. If you have a, do you remember we have the who command? Okay, and you want have some users here. You want to know about this user here. So example here, finger command you can put, and after that you can give the Neptune ID and see the profile of the user. Can you see right now? Can you see? This is the Yukina is here. This is the student here, right? So this name is lucky name here. So what we have to do, we have to be find out example the IP addresses and the name of this student. I want to see the username plus IP address. Not for this student, for every student. I want to make a script. which can give me the IP address and the name of the students who are logged in into the computers. And I don't know who is the logged in. So how to do that? So create a script, vim IP underscore user dot sh. So I given the name IP underscore user or dot, and then after do that. So here print IP and username of users on server, something like that. So very first of all, what we do, because we are not working for the one student, we are working for the every student. Obviously start the cycle. So how many cycle you have? 3, 4, while or until. So easy cycle is 4 cycle. Always try to use the 4. So here, what should I use here? For Neptune ID. I can look the I can find the Neptune ID. Into which command? You remember last week, I think did the who command. And after here, I want to go back. I want to show you once more. Let's see who command, right? And do enter. Now, which column you want to print? Column number 1, right? How I can print the column number 1? But this time I will not use the cut. That is my task for today. I want to use one more cycle, or not cycle, one more command. Awk command. You can use the awk command. Syntax is very simple. Awk and this one. Okay, and print. Give a simple language print. And then after, we can give the $0, 1 or something. But right now $1 mean to say the first column. Can you see? Quickly I can do that. Okay. So if you give the $2 mean to say the second column. It's okay. So, you understand? So can I use the same idea in the script? So what was the script name? IP. Okay, so vim IP user here. I put the same command here, but I just copied it here. I don't want to use. Okay, now can you see right now? It works. And then do and done here. So under do and done, we have to find the username. How to find the username? So which command need to pass? I show you the previously finger command. And then after, what is the variable name? And ID. This is my actually variable name, guys, here, right? Which can give me the actually Neptune IDs, right? And then after, I can give example. You remember, I want to show you back. Let's go back. What was the command here? And then after, where is the user? Which line? First line. Can you see right now? The first line will come. Okay. And then after, what I wanted to do use here, where is this student name? Think about what can you use here? Cut command we can use. Okay, but I will not use the cut command now. I will use again awk. Okay, so what is the syntax of awk? Please follow this one. And here you have to give the print command. Okay, after print and see $5. $5 here. That means it is this column here. Okay, and let's see here. And then after $4. And you will see the result here. Can you see right now? The name is coming here. Right? I can print the name of the student. But I want to put a space. That's why awk is very nice. You can put a space here. Okay. Now, what is this? This is a constant, like a string space. I can insert the space. Now looks here. Okay. So I don't know what is the first name or second name. If you want to make example, surname or first name, what you want to do? Just change the position. The column, right? You see, so it will works. It's okay now. So now this is your choice. You want to go with the which type of a name. You understand? This is the swapping. Okay. So can I use the same idea in the script? Let's see there. So what was the script name? So I'm going to use here the same idea. We don't use this Neptune ID. Okay, remove it. This is good now. Head, we need to put because the name on the first line. So now it is good. So what do you think? Is okay? So now where are the IPs? How we can get the IPs? Let's try to go back once more here. What was the script here? This one. So let's try to see where is the IP. Now it is not here. And here, let's go back here. See the full data. Full data is here. So where is the IP address? This is the IP address. So how we can go to that IP address? How to find that IP address? Awk. I try to use a awk here. You can use other option. There are a lot of options. So now I want to use awk here. So after awk, what I will give here? I don't want to use the print. I will directly give some variable name. In awk, we have some variable example nr. nr means to say number of record here. And see this IP on which line? Line number 3. So 3. nr mean to say number of line or record or row. Okay, line number 3. And see which line will come. Guys, you can use this task with the head command as well, right? But think about. So I wanted to use something different. Now I want to take this value. I want to remove such a idea, this line. I don't need this line. I need only IP address. What should I use? I will use again what? Awk. Or maybe I can use a cut command. So let's try to use a cut command here first. Cut and think about which column it has. You have to decide, check it first. But right now here looks like a 11 number column. You can see here after spaces. Can you see? This is the spaces. You can count the spaces here. And then after D. So you will see here IP is in front of you. Okay. Now, if you don't want to use such an idea, what you will use here? Awk. Okay. In awk command, we can also search some pattern. How to search it? You want to search from. So put the slash here. So you are looking for which word? This one. Because I know IP address near to which one? This one. Okay. I can search this one. This is my target pattern. And then after I can print after that the number of field NF like NR. NR means to number of row. This is the NF number of field. Okay. So I hope it should also work. Can you see number of field will come into, but now I want to print the value. Okay. It is done. You understand? So you have a cut, you have so if you want to get the IP address, you can get it. Can you see your IP is ready here? What should I give here? Which variable I pass here, please? Your cycle will work. And after the cycle, or I think before, no, not after the cycle, you can write whatever, but we need to put here the decision, not a decision, your own statement. So here, what you can write here, name of the user. Name of the user in which variable? Which variable? It will give the, okay. And IP address, which variable? So what was that script name? So you will see here, you can print the name of the candidate and the IP addresses will come in front of you. think about. So you can give, like, do you remember same task we did, like a greeting message to there, right? So something like that you can extract terminal or other way, whatever you think. So I want to show the script again here. Look here. So guys, please try to check is working for you or not. It's okay. It's okay. Now the next task is, suppose if you have a email IDs. I want to create one more important example, email dot text. So you want to put some bad email IDs. You can see here example, let's see in your task, you can see the task number F. Look the task number F, what is written there? So suppose you have a such a email IDs. Can you see the task number F? So you have a such a email ID and you want to make it fresh email ID, mean to say the good email ID. Okay, this is the email in front of you. Can you see? I can change the first pattern, right? And then after, if you want to change example dot, because dot you want to put the simple dot. So what you can do here, so here you can use example, close it here. Again, you can use such a command here. Okay. Example S. And what you want to look for? Dot, and will be changed with the dot. Okay. And then after, don't forget to close here. Now it works, right? Okay, this is the first dot. And if you want to go with the one more dot, this is the break. Semicolon is a break here. What should I write here? S. And what is there? Dot. And then after, dot. And don't forget to close it. Can you see? Your input file is going to, it can done. This is actually input here, not a file right now. I directly do that. So you can also example right now here, if you don't want to use so many break here. So I think we can use a G option. Previously I was using here. I think let me check here. So right now it is okay. S dot, if I G option, yes, it is good. So guys here, if you want to use a 2 times example right now, dot how many time comes? Here dot how many time comes? 2 times. That's why G can help for each dot. Mean to say global occurrences, something like that. So it can very short one. So this is a bigger one. So what is the idea? So if you have the file, can you use such a idea in the script? Email dot sh. You can put this idea in the script here. Okay. And you can take the note. Please try to see the task there. So task is here. The task number F here. Can you see the task? Can you do that, please? Please read it. If you have a file, such a bad email IDs, something, and you want to make it a good email ID and store into the good file. Okay, so basically you should change here input. So you can decide the file should be the parameter or file should be the variable. If by the variable, read command, right? If by the parameter, $1. Okay, and then after you can send to this whole command. Your task is 50% solved. Okay. So what is the script name? You see, your file is transformed. And see, what is the real file? This one. So you understand what is happening here. But the task is telling you, you don't send here. You want to send into the new file. So, but also you want to see here as well. So practically you want to see your result 2 places. So what should I change here? Which command I will give? If I want to send the result to the screen plus file, T command. Good emails. Okay. So now what will happen? The output goes to where? To the terminal plus to the new file. So can I show you the emails dot text here? This is the input file, and I'm going to give the my input file. Output goes where? To the terminal. But what about the new file? It is also store the your real results. Okay. I can show you now. Can you see the script? So please check. Is it clear to everybody what is happening in the how to use SCD command? So please try if it is good for you or not. It's okay. You understand what is happening here? So you can use such a filter, grep, SCD, or awk filter very easily in the scripting. So think about if example, if you have a, let's try to say, you want to see the IP address of any website, example, www.google.com. Okay. So which command help us? Ping command. If you remember, do you know the ping command? So after ping command, I can give, you can see, I can see the results. So the packets are coming to me that it shows, I have such a output. So now I can ask you, try to print the file, I mean to say the IP addresses of any website. And these websites, if stored in any file, and then you want to see the IP addresses of the world websites, right? So how to do that? So I want to show you. So which command? This is working right now. Now, in a ping command, we can count this packets based on your choice. Example, 3 packet I need. So only 3 packet will come. That's all. Now, where is the IP address? This is the IP address. So how you can get the IP address here? So what you will do that here? Which file? Which file? Hat 1 and see. Can you see? I can find the line. And then after, how to get the IP address? Again, this time I will use the tr command. Because yes, you can use awk command, you can use SCD command, but I try to give the every option tr. So what I'm looking for, which bracket? This bracket, because I need this one here, this one, right? Because you see your target, this is the, so I'm looking for this bracket because I know in my input I have two. Okay, so you can decide it and put here, don't forget to put here in the bracket. Now you want to change with which target here? Here. What do you want to change here? Space and do enter. Can you see right now? Can you see what happens? We remove this, how to say, brackets. So basically I translated, transformed, and before that, or maybe after that, which column? This is your choice. What should I write here? Awk. You can use cut command, not a problem. So what I want to use? Print. So which column should be there? So see, separator first, second, and third. So what should I write? 3. So I hope it should be okay. Syntax error, syntax error mean to say, that curly braces here like this. Okay. I hope it should okay. Can you see right now? So IP address will be printed for the specific website. Now think about if you has a IP addresses, I mean to say these websites into the file. Okay. So host dot text. Example, let's see your university website here, right? This is LT, and after LT, you can give any website. Okay, so suppose here, think. So if you have such a file and you want to see the IP addresses, how to do that? You can do very easily IP addresses of the file. Okay, so you can create your program, your script. How to do that? You can do it. So guys, this is your task. Can you do that or not? So let's try to see very quickly VIP IP.sh. So now here you can decide how you can example right now while you can start any cycle for while. So I can use a read while read hyphen r basically for general way we use it, and then after your variable site and do and done. And now site is your variable which can work for that. And before that, I wanted to show you what the command I have used. Maybe I can use such a command directly. Okay, this is the command I used, and you can put here vim here and put it your command here ping. Okay, so here in this way you can do here and ping, and you can see here the whole variable value here. You can put it here example like this. And right now in the google.com, it's not important. What should I put here? Dollar site. Okay, head one is also okay. Translation command is good, and factorial is no more required because it was there in the previous one. And now we can close it here. And here in the beginning, this is the whole value of the expression. And if you want to use here echo, you can give your own statement like this one. Don't forget to put in the bracket in the last. Okay, I hope it should be. You can please try. And here you can give the, I think, what was the so here you have to write here. You can give any file here right now. So I want to take a here. Let's see the first parameter. So dash IP. So can you see right now? IP will come from that file very easily. So very quickly you can do such a very basic type of a task, and this is for the general word, and you can try. So whatever the file value will be there, and you can see. So this is only the example. So guys, I hope you can do such a task very easily, and you please try to do. The next document is document number 8. There are same type of task, grep, SCD, AWK. Okay, you can try such a task over there. So now after that, your almost documents are finished, which is important in the Linux practicing part. Okay. So thank you very much. I think